I have a special treat. So this blog is gonna take part in our Mediumship blog. You can find it down in the link in the bottom. So what we'll be going over for is there's an event coming up. Leonardo da Vinci, Atlanticus, and describing his whole death into his drawings and go back into his history and deep stuff. So how's it following some of the magic processes we go to is the transferring of what he was going through in his state, and how's it dealing with alchemy on only speaking metaphysically but physically in his design, but metaphysically transfiguring and transmutation of your designs and intricate works inside. So that's how I'm explaining to some of my process on that's how I'm able to come up with some of my magic. And thank you for all the designers and magic supporters out there and magic friends that come up and go through the same process as we happen to do, come up with our own magic and make it. So, and that being said is how to go through configuring is making it transmutate in the middle of an act, also making it work for itself instead of you having to do it physically and metaphysically. As far as like alchemy, what is it all about? Changing lead into gold. But literally, yes, physically they were, but Da Vinci wasn't doing that. So in our metaphysically part is you're able to self your lead and natural nature into gold in a possible metaphysical being such as magic. So in the process of my whole magic process is not only of eliminating some of the rules in magic. That's how me and some of the magic designers you see now and friends we discuss on how we were able to eliminate the rules of having to go through in magic and coming up with your own magic to make it more real in reality. For what they see is what they get, and they're actually seeing that, so they're seeing the real deal picture. And it's not edited, it's not camera tricks and stuff, it's real live in action of one shot of what a person is actually to see that you are doing in real time to them. So one of the process of transfiguring magic is what I get into. I'll get into depth about the details and stuff about it later on how it's transcribed and stuff. So a lot of warping we'll talk about too and stuff, but going through this is it's gonna be a good event. I'm gonna be able to bring you guys along and we'll be able to walk through the whole process and see what is transcribed. They said there's gonna be about maybe 10 displays, I think. And if you guys follow any of the Mediumship blog is where I'm gonna post. I'll post the Mediumship details about that. This is still going up on my magic channel for the magic designers and magic friends out there I have, and some of the magic fanatics I have. But in the Mediumship blog is where I'm gonna post at most of those. You'll be able to see the details of the mediumship and we'll describe in there and talk about. And I also talk about that in the film, but I won't talk too much just in case if they do have a speech and stuff, but we'll be able to go through it in detail and in film and later. So I just haven't made up if I want to split the video. I might just do a whole video and then just post it on both pages instead of splitting it up and putting all my mediumship on my mediumship blog away from the magic side process and the performance side, because I still do not only mediumship in my performance as well, but I still do it for tarot card reading for my clients and other people. And as far as you'll see palmistry, and we'll go over that and different other stuff. And I still do, yes, mediumship therapy work with my real-time clients and performances and stuff. I won't be able to talk about it too much and stuff, but I'll be able to show those in my magic performance side, and you can view that on my other channel. And that'll be on YouTube and Instagram, and those will be posted in the link below too, and you can find those there. So I'll post that, because all the other personal magic and personal works I do, I like to keep that separate in the mediumship side so it doesn't go off too much. And that's where a lot of they can't distinguish the performance side from the real-time activity side of what I do in mediumship and go through to that. But we are able to go in the deep pieces there, how it works, exercises. So you're able to feel free to comment me, message me, and we can go over in details. I like how some of the people reached out before about their supernatural activities and supernatural moments they had, and beings in life that they have talked about and spoke about, and how they feel these things in real apertures that they have to go through in some certain types. And it's I like it, and I'm glad for you guys to reach out and share your experiences and talk to me about them and stuff like that. And it's really bubbling for certain stuff to pass through, and how you say a metabolical world, a metabolical time world for the science and technology people that are following on the side and stuff. So it'll be near that and going through the depths of that, and how there's actually a stream space there. And we'll get into more of that, but that'll be on the side. But we'll get ready for the trip, and we'll go there, and we'll see how it is, and get to look at the paintings and stuff, and the drawings and the apertures of what he talks about in speech, and deeps and depth on what he had to go through the process on trying to make this stuff. And then on the mediumship side, I'll explain the mediumship side afterwards, because I don't want to do any spoilers, because they might do a more number of pieces, but if it fits to an exact 10, then that'll be the regime of what we'll speak about in each piece in depth. But to go over more of Leonardo da Vinci, I want to say, moving on to that topic of him really having an eye for that type of stuff, to capture those apparitions in time, in real time. Some could see as, would it be considered as machinery, or something as in human interaction with computers, or that time their type of technology and depths. I'm seeing on how things operate and make things mobile to near autometry type work. And fitting, he lived in that time with near scholars, and it was an inspiration to him too as well. So for him to move that into, and his time of being a future, more futuristic, moving in the FUD futuristic time of before he became an engineer of whatever in arts, or the arts supplying a build and towards crisis and fields that they were going through back then in their time. So it's interesting because it'll dig deep in. We'll go a little bit into the Dark Ages, maybe the Middle Ages. But for you Renaissance fans, and this could be good too. So we'll go on that and I'll explain more about the history. But good chatting with you guys, and we'll talk to you more soon. Hello, so today we're back to go talk about the event that we're going to look at Leonardo da Vinci's. So for my magician friends, we'll go into the designing part and talk about how some of the magic is designed and transformed. So I'm here at the Leonardo da Vinci event. So let's take a look at it. Getting into the works of this, going along of reaching into the depths of Leonardo da Vinci here, it breaks down a beautiful amount to 1,119 pages of just straight beauty. But we've seen the main display pieces up to 12 pieces, and you see as through here, but you can see how deep it went into his perpetual motion as far as him dwelling in engineering. And it's quite interesting going over the Abbey clock of alchemy, of how it reaches a certain depth into time, as actually if time itself could come up with its own quantum and kind of quantum continuum, as in far as in loop, as in time and space. But we'll go over that and for my next classes and stuff and blogs. But we'll reach over as far as you can see and just enjoy. And we'll go into more deep of the subject later. And it will be reaching, as far as I like this too, a bit of, as you know, some engineering works, but we were gonna reach into the magic side. So as far as all my magicians and stuff, I won't dwell too much and far as what I go through and stuff, because I'm still going over my vampirologist stuff and getting in there, so I'll be able to share sooner on there. But as far as how this is now, aside from the mediumship, now we'll move over to the magic effects side. So how's this dwell in or continue with the magic side is some of my magician friends and us as well, we have been able to eliminate some of the rules in magic that allows us to come up with our magic, like sleight of hand. We have been able to eliminate that from some, and from production to vanishing, we eliminated that, and we're able to materialize and dematerialize stuff and instant effects and make it more glamoury or something when you ask to present something. But then when you go further into the show, they actually get quite enlighteningly amazed that it's something so paranormal, that it's out of this world and out broad. But we've been able to showcase that. I won't share some of the stuff of the other effects and how we come up to it, but bending those will be mine, because I don't want to take that away from my magician friends. So from as farthing me as the focal point of this, will be going over mediumship, a part away from the magic effects, and we will explain deeper into the mediumship and how it's possible to do them in real live performances. You'll be able to see and explain how it's possible. And we'll go over how psychics and medium are in the intangible world, but a psychic is not a medium. A medium can only do psychic things. So therefore, a medium is not a psychic, but can do psychic things. So we'll go over the explanation of that and in more depth. But I hope you like this blog. Subscribe. This won't be shared over anywhere of any other platform, so you'll find it here. So subscribe to my blog. I will make this public. I won't make any subscribers subscribe to be able to see the video. So you all are welcome. But feel free to comment, give a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next.